Hello everyone, welcome back to my pick a card reading. If you didn't know already, my name is Kim and I do some pick a card readings sometimes. I used to do them more often, but not lately. I just feel like there's so many pick a card readings on YouTube and I was just like, I don't know if people really need another pick a card reading, but I'm getting really pulled and called to do one, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Today's kind of different. It is a pick a card, but it is going to be a pick a deck. And then we'll get some oracle cards later. I have about 5 oracle decks that I want to potentially use if I'm feeling called to do that. So how these work is, if this is your first time ever watching a pick a card reading, you just pick a deck or pick a stack in this case that you feel called to. Yeah, if you need more time, feel free to pause the video. You have 3 choices that you can choose from. First, second, and third. 1, 2, 3. You can choose from the numbers. You can choose from the decks that you see here. Or you can choose from these clusters of crystals that I put right above it. For the first stack, we have the Fountain Tarot. And if you're interested in these decks as we go along, I'm going to list them down below. Alright, so here's the first stack with the Fountain Tarot. We've got a rose quartz crystal, and I think this is called a celestite. For the first deck, if you're feeling called to do that, pick group 1. Here's for the second stack, we have a smoky quartz and a clear quartz cluster. Smoky quartz and a clear quartz cluster. I was just trying to see if I can say that. It's kind of a tongue twister. And for the third stack, we have clear quartz and smoky quartz cluster, but different, if you know what I mean. Alright, by the way, this is the Albano Tarot, and this is the Cosmic Tarot. Again, all of these will be listed down below, and we will be using some oracle cards to clarify. And if you really want a video reading from me, just go ahead and email me in the just go ahead and email me in my email, which I'll list down below in the description box. Let's do some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Hopefully by now you have chosen a stack and we can get started. Hi group 1, thank you for tuning in. Today's reading is going to be what is going to happen in 3 to 6 months from now. You ready? So we'll be working with the Fountain Tarot today. Spirit, what is going to happen from 3 to 6 months from now on for those who picked group 1? What is going to happen from 3 to 6 months from now for those who picked group 1? We will reveal that soon after. What is going to happen from 3 to 6 months from now? Okay, perfect. We have the Knight of Coins. So instantly things are going to feel like they're taking their sweet time. We have the 5 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I'll just make a side note of that. Okay. 8 of Wands, fast-moving energy. 6 of Wands, interesting. And, ooh, the Lovers. Okay, wow. So group 1, you could be dealing with an earth sign with the Knight of Coins, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Or just something coming into your life that has that earthy, grounded, practical, almost slow energy, if that makes sense. Essence, for a lack of a better term. So some of you guys could be going through a breakup. You could be really curious about a connection. You could be wondering incessantly about connection. How does this person feel about you? Are they gonna reach out? What's happening? Is there a connection here? Presently, I feel like you should know that there's there's something about whatever it is that you're inquiring about that spells victory for you with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is about victory, celebration, joy. You can see here, he's laughing, he's happy, he's having a good old time by himself. Maybe this is you right now, or this is about to be you. Since this is about what's going to be happening in 3 to 6 months, I'm feeling like you'll be getting a message. And I don't want to ruin it, I don't want to spoil it, okay? Let me just tell you in general terms that in 3 to 6 months, you're gonna get news of something positive, okay? You always have a say whether to accept something or not. Your highest self, your truest self, is always working for your highest good and for the highest good of those involved. Okay, so whatever it is that you're feeling sad about in this moment, I feel like for those who pick stack 1, you're inquiring about something that's making you sad. You are gonna get news of victory on your part. You're gonna get news that makes you want to celebrate, whether it's like something as small as communication or a new opportunity or someone new coming into your life. There's gonna be this feeling of, yes, this is great. I'm happy about this. Finally, things are going well. That's what I'm getting for you. I want to get one oracle card from my Moonology deck. Okay, for those who pick stack 1, oh, right away. Yeah, look at that. A new start is coming. So whatever it is 5 of Cups. What are you guys feeling sad about? If you feel inclined to let me know down in the comments below, I'd be interested to hear about it. I'm really feeling like for a lot of you, it's something romantic. Yeah, a new start is coming, and I think it's coming fast, and you have been patient. Some of you, at least, you've been patient. You're like, I mean, yeah, sure, sometimes you're running out of patience and you want things to come faster, but you've stuck through it, you've maintained your vision, and you kept on believing in yourself, and I really feel like that's coming for you. Okay, dreams, messages, signs, symbols, and guidance. Some of you guys are seeing lots of symbols in your dreams or just anywhere, really. It could be numbers as well. You know, the moon could be a huge symbol for you as well right now. I'm seeing lots of purples also. So that could also be a symbol that's been showing up a lot lately. So I feel like for those who pick stack 1, like you've been getting messages in your dreams regarding this new start. Little signs in your dreams prior to certain events could be hinting at what's to come, and that's why some people at least really look and take their dreams seriously. Here's return to Aphrodite. You could also be seeing lots of doves, mermaids, potentially shells, keys, and dolphins, or anything with themes of like seas or oceans. These could be some of the symbols that's being talked about in this card. Messages, signs, symbols, guidance. I always look up symbols, like I always Google like the meaning of this symbol, or if I don't Google it, I just kind of drop into my intuition and ask my intuition or my higher self what these symbols mean, and I get a personal answer through that way. Yeah, so Aphrodite is the goddess of love, right? And you also have the lovers here. So for many of you who pick stack 1, it's all about new romance, new love coming, getting a fresh start with somebody. You know, a lot of you are probably hoping for the return of a specific individual, but I'm not feeling like that's I'm not really feeling like that's the huge thing here. I'm feeling like something new is going to come out of it, whether that's this person coming back into your life or like communicating with you or reaching out to you. That's quite possible, but there's just something where it spells a victory for you. Like, it could be that you find somebody better with the Six of Wands and you're like, whew, you know, what was I doing worrying all this time when this blessing was to come into my life? All I had to do was to be patient about it. That's really what I'm feeling, this new start being something that you've hoped for and been patient about. And yeah, again, it could definitely be a message, just a simple message from somebody, communication, an email possibly, or someone reaching out to you. It could also be somebody overseas, like if you can see like the message is coming from far away, and this is like the ocean and there's an island there, so it's kind of like, it's like sun rays. I love this Eight of Wands card, by the way. I noticed that the Six of Wands and the Lovers are both sixes, so this victory moment for you, this feeling of joy, could be coming from, like I mentioned multiple times over and over again, new love, or just a feeling of safety and security in somebody else. Perhaps recommunicating with somebody you've lost touch with. As mentioned previously, I would definitely check out, or I would definitely think about the dreams that you've had lately, the significant dreams that you've remembered, if any. And if not, I think tonight would be a good time to suggest to your mind to remember your dreams and to possibly write them down and journal about them in the morning once you wake up, and see if you can see any symbols that pop up, because you know this card talks about messages, signs, symbols, and guidance. 3 to 6 months from now, you guys could be having a new boo thing, and like, you know, it's like an equal partnership. You'll be having like an equal partnership where there's mutual respect, you have similarities but enough differences. There is a sense of security here. If that's what you're looking for, if that's what you've been wanting, or if that's what you've been asking for. New start, it's coming. It could also be a rekindling of the passion of an already existing relationship. So those are quite possible. You're going to be meeting or communicating or getting to know a soulmate. Whatever the Five of Cups is representing for you now, 3 to 6 months from now, that's going to be a distant memory, as you will be moving from the Five of Cups to the Six of Wands. And it's making its way onto you right now. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Thanks so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Hey Group 2, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to your reading about what's to happen 3 to 6 months from now. Before we get started, I just want to remind you that this is a general reading, so only take the messages that resonate. You will know if they resonate based on how you feel about them. If you feel clear, if you feel that these messages ring true, then they are most definitely for you. And just trust yourself, really, is what I'm trying to get at. With that said, I am going to be as honest as I possibly can regarding the messages. So just know that. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to be completely real. Okay? So yeah, let's get started. Give us cards, Spirit, for those who picked Group 2. Thank you. What's going to happen 3 to 6 months from now for those who picked Group 2? So there's obviously some sort of decision that you may be going back and forth with. Some of you guys could be dealing with a legal matter. It could be regarding your company, if you own a company, or some situation dealing with law enforcement or anything really regarding the justice system. A lot of it is pointing to finances as well. Two of Swords, High Priestess, they're both twos, so there's a sense of duality there. I want to get a few oracle cards just to clarify, but what's going to happen in 3 to 6 months from now, I'm seeing that there will be a fair outcome to the situation. Actually, justice also simplifies to 2. 11, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so you will be seeing those numbers a lot lately. So, I mean, anytime I see repeating numbers, I'm always feeling like it's a confirmation of something, that I'm on the right path, and that everything is going to be okay, and I just need to stay the course. But 2 is a number of duality, so you know, you have the Boaz and Joaquin here. Joaquin there with the BJ, black and white pillars behind the high priestess. So yeah, there is that aspect of good and bad, yin and yang, divine masculine, divine feminine, that coming into balance. So if you were in fact dealing with scarcity regarding finances, or just feeling left out, possibly even emotionally or spiritually, I'm sensing that that's going to balance itself out, and you'll come to a feeling of groundedness more than in the past. You know, I think that for those big stack 2, wisdom is really starting to take growth in your soul and in your spirituality, or just, you know, in your day-to-day lives. Like you're really seeing the big picture. You're seeing all the ways in which this moment could lead to. But yeah, for some of you guys, like you have been, yeah, look, I was just talking about that. Look at the bigger picture. For some of you guys, you have been wanting reparations for a feeling of injustice that you have experienced. It could be regarding a relationship. With that specific message though, I'm feeling like that's a man. So there's a guy who felt kind of played, or there's a guy here that feels as if something unfair had happened to him, and he really is seeking justice for it. There is an insecurity there, like you're not sure if you're gonna get it, but I think you'll come soon to realize that maybe that's not the most important thing. You will get your justice. Things are gonna be playing out fairly, and I think you'll be happy with the outcome. Look at the bigger picture. Like what is it, if I can talk, what is it that you are trying to decide upon? I'm getting some clarifiers, by the way, so if you hear shuffling, that's exactly what I'm doing. What is it that you're stuck on? You got the 2 of Swords there, Justice, High Priestess. Could it be potentially a Libra? So from the archetype cards, got Engineer, ability to give creative energy, a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. Shadow attribute, reliant on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. So I feel like that has something to do with justice as well, like kind of, I'm feeling like for others there's like a vengeful energy almost. And actually interesting, right underneath that you get Warrior, light attributes, strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. Shadow attributes, trading ethical principles for victory at any cost, indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. So yeah, like I was talking about, there's a sense of like revenge, wanting to take revenge for whatever injustice has been caused. With that 5 of Pentacles, exactly, like maybe you felt rejected in a way that didn't sit well with you. Maybe you felt like you were kept out of the loop on something. That's a possibility. What's gonna happen 3 to 6 months from now? What's gonna happen in 3 to 6 months from now? You get love and desires. Good. kindness, benevolence, sharing, receiving, goals, passion, craving, and fulfillment. So yeah, it seems like 3 to 6 months from now, you're going to make some headway in terms of wherever it is that you're feeling stuck on. A lot of you guys are like really handy people. For some reason, I'm sensing a lot of male energy on this one. You're very masculine, handy. I wouldn't be surprised if you knew how to build stuff really well, or if you could fix cars really well. Like you have that gift and talent of being able to fix things, build things. You're a handyman, at least for some of you guys. So love, desire is supposed to come in 3 to 6 months from now. I'm really feeling like you're dealing with some conflicting feelings. Maybe some of you have anger. You're angry about something, you want revenge, but at the same time, there's that other part of you, especially with the High Priestess and the dualistic nature of the cards that are coming up. There's that other part of you that's like putting a stop to that. Like, wait a minute, that's probably not wise to seek revenge on someone. Wait a minute, that's not the type of person I want to be. You know, so you're kind of like holding yourself back. For others of you, you may have fallen into a trap. Like you may have been seduced, because this woman is just like making me feel seduced somehow. Like she has her arms out and she's naked. You could be dealing with a third party situation also. I see 3 goldfishes here. Quite interesting. So if that's resonating with you, then obviously this is your reading. But nevertheless, I think 3 to 6 months from now, you will get justice for whatever it is that you felt was done wrong towards you. And it's gonna be something that you really like or love or really care about. And it's something that's gonna make you feel like what looking at this dog feels like. Like he's just innocent, pure, like fun, funny. There's humor in this picture. I'm almost feeling like a 10 of Cups energy. While there is still a feeling of not being fully out of that, not being fully out of the 5 of Pentacles, like still harboring feelings of resentment, there is a lot of progress in 3 to 6 months. I think 3 to 6 months is when you start to let go a little bit and you start to feel the benefits of not harboring such intense animosity towards whatever situation. Interesting, you also have the 3 of Cups. So again, you could have been dealing with a third party situation and just being generally upset about that. Oops. Alright, so the Lovers, 5-5, also interesting. You could have been fighting about something with somebody and feeling like a loser in regards to that. It could have, again, have something to do with, yeah, look at that, 7 of Swords underneath that. Like just feeling blindsided, feeling like you've been lied to, played with. This could definitely be a third party situation if you pick group 2. But overall, you know, with the Desires as a 3 as well, I'm really feeling like you're going to get what's yours. For others of you, you could have been like scammed financially, or you could have lost some finances, right? And if that's the case, you're definitely going to get justice from that. There's something going to be presented to you 3 to 6 months from now. Just remember to stay in the light attributes of the warrior. I'm just feeling like with the 2 of Swords from earlier, it's like you're wondering how to maintain a place of power, how to at least preserve your dignity, you know? But obviously the cards are kind of pointing towards a more stoic approach of being the bigger person and not letting whatever the situation is drag you down. You know, I think this is about looking at the type of person that you want to be in the future and acting in a way that is aligned with that. And I feel like that's how you get your justice moment. Ultimately, listen to your intuition. So much third-party situation stuff and symbolism in this deck. If you'd like to share what that might be for you, let me know down in the comments below, because it doesn't have to be just like a romantic situation. It could just be somebody entering the picture that you didn't necessarily want to enter the picture, or like a new element introduced that you didn't exactly want, and now you need to choose basically how to go about it. For some of you guys, that could just be this whole coronavirus thing. You could have been fighting with somebody over some sort of resource, maybe some quarrels happening at the household. But yeah, I feel like this is a message of just like, yeah, look at the bigger picture. You know, this is gonna soon blow over, and there is gifts for you that's coming and heading towards your way with the love and desires here. And so I feel like you have the answer how to fix or remedy this issue or make things a little bit better with the engineer there. You're probably somebody who likes to solve problems, and you're just and fair, or rather you try to be. I'm not getting a huge message of like what's coming. I'm just getting a strong feeling that the main message really is something internal, something that only you can solve by continually choosing to do the right thing. But yeah, 3 to 6 months from now definitely is a time for celebration in the same regard with the Three of Cups. Like, you're going to overcome a hurdle, and there's going to be, whether tiny or big, there's going to be a celebration, you know. And I feel like for a lot of you, most of you, it's going to be internal. It's going to be a sense of pride and just stability in yourself and growth mentally and spiritually. And also financially also, because you do get your justice, especially if whatever this is actually something dealing with finances and paperwork and contracts and things like that. So yeah, that's your reading, group 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm interested to know if this resonated with you and how. Please do give it a thumbs up if you liked the reading, and yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Group 3, welcome to your reading. What's gonna happen 3 to 6 months from now? Before we get started, just a reminder, please do take the messages as they resonate. Some of them might resonate, some of them might not, and that's completely normal and okay. Just please listen to your intuition, okay? So let's get started. Alright, what's gonna happen in 3 to 6 months for those who picked group 3? What is coming in 3 to 6 months for those who picked group 3? Spirit asks for messages that group 3 needs to hear right now. Is this the right amount of cards? Perfect. Okay, so what's gonna happen 3 to 6 months from now for those who picked group 3? We've got the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. Fast-moving energy. This is an individual or an energy that really goes after what they want and doesn't stop until they get it. Sometimes that can mean reckless decisions. So let's see what else the cards have to say. Ah, 10 of Cups. Interesting. 5 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. And the Princess of Wands. Okay, I'm like cheesing because this is wild. Basically, I was trying to do this stack and then my dog started barking. So then when I went to go and stop him, my camera died. So I said, okay, let's do it again. And these are the exact cards that came out. So interesting, because the other card up here, it was supposed to be the Judgment card, but maybe that's why my camera died, because it wasn't the right card. But these were the exact cards that came out. But this time, instead of the Judgment card, it's the Prince of Swords, Knight of Swords. So you could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers from the Mermaid Oracle deck. For those to pick group 3, you might have just come out of feeling this Five of Pentacles situation. Five of Pentacles, to me, to describe it simply, is scarcity. Feeling scarcity, feeling insecure, probably and likely financially mostly, but definitely could be feeling insecure spiritually as well, or in a specific relationship. Presently, I'm feeling like you are about to, or already are, inspired and passionate and willing to kind of pull yourself up by the bootstraps kind of thing, where you're just gonna deal with a situation. Clarify Spirit Group 3, please. What's gonna happen 3 to 6 months from now? What's gonna happen 3 to 6 months from now? But yeah, like, you're willing to just stop complaining, stop being worried about something. You have found a belief in yourself that you're holding on to. You have hope, or you are gonna find hope, and you're gonna grasp it fully, I think. Water, flight, heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness, perfect, right next to the 10 of Cups. Just what I was saying, right? Crazy how that happened. Just as I was saying, like, you're gonna come to the realization that you can do it, you can make it out of this thing. So if you're someone who felt like you're gonna struggle in this situation with the virus and the quarantine happening and everything like that, if you felt like you were struggling, now or soon you're gonna get out of that situation. And even if it's not something external that's gonna help you on the way, it's gonna come internal, and that's just as good. You know, you're gonna have this belief in yourself. The curiosity is gonna start to develop as well with the Princess of Wands. The Page of Wands, to me, is someone who really looks at the situation with genuine interest and passion. You're curious and you want to solve problems. And gosh, I'm feeling like, for those who pick group 3 with the Knight of Swords here on the bottom of the deck, like, you're passionate about moving forward from the situation, whatever the Five of Pentacles represents. Like I mentioned, it could be financial, it could be spiritual, it could be emotional, it could be regarding a relationship. But let this represent burdens. Look at this woman here. She's carrying loads of things. He's wrapped in a blanket. There's just a feeling of sadness. It's a gray card. The color is depressing in and of itself. And then look here, heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness. And also 1-4 simplifies to 5 of Pentacles. So whatever it is, it's gonna be cast away. Some of you, or at least one of you, may have been wondering, like, I don't know if I believe the tarot thing. Is it true? Is it like a bad thing? Is this something that people shouldn't do? Like, you're questioning whether tarot is to be believed in, and I totally get that. Why you would think that way, why you would question it, because, you know, it's just normal. People, not everybody resonates with tarot. These are honestly just messages to bring you back on the path, back to the path, on your rightful path. They're not meant to take you away from that. This is just your specific message and your guidance. If you're questioning the validity of these messages, just listen to your intuition. You know, ask your guide. Ask your guide, or whoever it is that you look to for guidance. Ask them if this rings true for you. Ask them if these messages are beneficial for you. Guiding children, go outside. Some of you guys could be Some of you guys could be older siblings, and this is a message to take note of that. Take that a little bit more seriously, especially during this time. You know, go outside and play with those young ones that is around you if this message in particular is resonating with you. This one's coming through really strongly. I'm really sensing like a woman who is not I'm really feeling like a woman or a young woman who hasn't been sure of her path and is still questioning many things about her path. But there's just a resilience there, and maybe going outside could really help you clear your head and make you feel better, getting some fresh air. So 3 to 6 months from now, expect powerful change. Especially as you continue to push through, as you continue to break through, and as you continue to focus your intention. Let's get one more oracle card. What is going to happen 3 to 6 months from now for those who picked group 3? I'm also getting a message to let you know that 3 to 6 months from now, you're going to, or not necessarily exactly 3 to 6 months from now, around that time, there's going to be something coming into your life where your curiosity is going to be really awakened. And I know I've already mentioned that, but I'm really feeling like it's something that might come. I'm really feeling like it's something that'll come to you, or something that is going to be realized, which you may not already realized. For some of you, yes, maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about. But for others of you, it's almost going to be like there's like a light bulb in your head that goes on and really causes you to look at something on all directions, and will really ignite your curiosity, you know? So it's gonna happen 3 to 6 months from now for those who picked group 3. Responsibility, self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, and fulfillment. Yeah, look at that. The seedling is growing. Interesting, because you have guiding children. Not to freak some of you guys out, but 3 to 6 months from now, some of you may be giving birth. Maybe that's where you're feeling a little bit scared financially, and like your security and everything like that. That could have been potentially where this was coming from. This is not obviously going to resonate with everybody, but for some it will be the case. Yeah, I mean, look at that. 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups as the future energy coming through, and expect powerful change. Really shows that you have nothing to worry about. You know, cast your burdens away. It's going to be fine, okay? Maybe get some fresh air to clear your mind off things and to ground the energy a little bit more. But overall, this Prince of Swords could be coming in through to help. You're definitely going to be getting help on this situation. And if not external help, it's going to come from inside or just spiritually also. Self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, fulfillment. Exactly, empowerment is the right word. This is exactly what I was feeling earlier. You're feeling empowered, or you will be feeling empowered to create this 10 of Cups situation for you, and that is growing. This is a little seedling that's going to grow into a mighty tree or plant or whatever it is that will bear fruit for you. Yeah, I don't know. There's really a lot of themes with children. Really curious what that means for some of you guys. Let me know down in the comments below why you think that you're getting themes about children. Whew. But yeah, for those who pick group 3, 3 to 6 months from now, expect something new coming into your life. A lot of you, it could be something career or financially related. Something that will bring in more security and more contentedness and feelings of safety in the family. Kind of like a safety net, you know. And you guys obviously really care about certain individuals in your life. The children here could also just be about those who are more vulnerable, you know, or at least not as capable as you are in certain ways. You're feeling responsibility to care for those people, and so this definitely makes sense why this is coming through. So yeah, let me know how that resonated with you, and if you liked the reading, please do give it a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Alright, so I'll talk to you soon. You have a good one.